We're almost.
Hello class, we are the MS Money team and we are here to talk to you about the benefits of being bilingual socially and the impact it has on the physical structure of your brain. For our team members, I'm Claudia.
I'm Nick.
I'm Linda. And I'm Erica.
Now, I've had a lot of experience with speaking other languages ever since I was probably 2 or 3, since Portuguese was my first language. And this is how it remotely benefited me in the workplace. It's a kind of negative story, but it has to do with the owners of the Dunkin' Donuts that I work with. And they speak Portuguese, so whenever they want to say something they don't want anyone to know, they say it in Portuguese. So one day she came in to help us out, but she was not being helpful at all. She had a negative attitude the whole time and was speaking badly about my other work, about like my fellow employees in Portuguese. So later on I said to her, you know, like, I can speak Portuguese, I can understand what you're saying. So whenever she's at my Dunkin' Donuts, she will not speak Portuguese around me at all. And this kind of monolinguistic view puts her at a disadvantage because she assumes no one can speak Portuguese, but there are people like me where she doesn't know that speak Portuguese.
Furthermore, the history of being not bilingual is dark. From history, supporting monolithic views can be linked to racist ideas, when English was easier for those who were privileged and have access to the resource, which is unfair to those who did not grow up with English as their first language, and belittles the beauty of all the other languages besides English. Quoted from Bourdieu, a language is worth that those who speak it are worth. The dominant language is the language of the dominant class.
Oh, and also to our surprise, initially researchers thought that bilingualism actually put you at a disadvantage.
Therefore, from our research, you will understand the language that being bilingual is a crucial part of our society, and it's necessary for you to thrive in your community.
Knowing another language and their culture is crucial to becoming a more worldly person. It honestly just changes the experiences that you have. If I went to Puerto Rico without knowing any Spanish, I wouldn't have, and the culture of the Spanish people, I would not have been able to appreciate all of my experiences, all of the places that I visited, all of the historic museums, and the people that I was able to talk to.
Also, if you're uneducated about the benefits of being bilingual, it can lead to ignorance. Racist and ethnic discrimination have gone hand in hand with linguistic discrimination. Historically, the social and linguistic rejection of the other has translated into the devaluation of the human capital inherent in linguistic skills. The idea that language is linked with race may cloud people's willingness of learning another language if they believe language can be less valuable if the race is less valuable.
Another disadvantage is you can actually develop dementia, which is very similar to Alzheimer's disease, which is memory loss. And it actually affects your everyday activities because the nerves in your memory, like the memory senses, actually die out.
There is a definite need for everyone to learn multiple languages, and the benefits for learning them are very worth it.
Knowing another language just allows you to share different moments with people. Like, I have friends in Portugal and family that if I did not know how to speak Portuguese, it wouldn't be the same. I wouldn't have the same moments, and also a lot of the things that you say in Portuguese or your native tongue does not translate the same. For example, in Portugal we say things like Sonhos cor-de-rosa, which means, like, the literal translation is pink dreams in English, but that is not what it actually translates to.
And also, workers who deal with public in a multilingual society are helped in their jobs, like doctors and nurses who can communicate more, improving health outcomes. Also, lawyers and police gain similar benefits because those who strive to be better in their job, taking a second language is highly beneficial to the community.
The benefits of being bilingual, moreover, opens to amples of opportunities for the world to improve and expand their resources.
And if you look at it in an academic setting, students will actually, their academic levels rise because their memory is still growing from being bilingual.
So it doesn't hurt to learn another language, and if you get started early, it's easier, and it shows, it's like proven to be easier, and also there's a certain part of your brain that grows more intensely. And after this, we're gonna watch a video of a girl who I believe is 4 who can speak 7 languages.
I also have, there's a story that links academic achievement with being bilingual. There's a, starting at the age of 11, a girl named Angela de Bruin enrolled, she took class, she spoke 2 languages and she was born in the Netherlands, and she spoke Dutch at home, but she immersed herself in English while she was at school. And she just became so like involved with learning the 2 languages that she decided to study it in college. So she researched bilingualism and cognitive advantage, and she studied linguistics and neuroscience. And being bilingual, she actually was enrolled in a psychology graduate program at the University of Edinburgh to further study the link between bilingualism and cognition. And throughout many studies, she came down to the conclusion that bilingual advantage wasn't related to a particular skill or task, but it's a general benefit that seems to help the aging brain.
So if you become bilingual, you're less uneducated and realize the benefits of and amazingness of learning another language, connecting to other cultures and history, be more diverse in the community, and strive on the characteristics of each country and cultures.
And it will also lead to less dementia. This doesn't make any sense. This whole like slide.
Yeah, it's kind of a messed up slide.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned the video too early. You have to mention
That's
the
what I was
app.
gonna
Okay.
say.
And
Because I just got completely lost.
yeah,
Because I feel like I don't even talk.
story kind of sounds
I shouldn't talk in this because
weird
like
in this part. I feel like
Yeah.
you should put it somewhere else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what is the story about again?
Well, if we move,
I should
Well, no,
move it to the one
you
before.
start. She's,
Yeah, I think the story should be before.
do you want me to stop the video?
no,
Yes.
because she's gonna see how this
Okay.
is.
Alright.
You gotta start first. You shouldn't talk. Like you know how you started.
Yeah.
You
Well,
you shouldn't
visualization
talk.
is like what would you benefit out of this?
I know.
Her
I think
story?
she should just start with it. Like,
Okay, yeah, that's
I
good.
should go at
she
the
meant.
end.
Yeah, because you mentioned the video. You're like,
Yeah.
we're gonna watch it later.
Yeah, you can go on the end.
Just let me talk for
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Yeah, so it should be you, her. Watch the video, and then
You talk about dementia.
I know I said her. I'm sorry. But
You should
And
do
then-
the transition after the video. I
yeah,
feel like that's a good start for the next session.
yeah, which is
Are you talking about dementia?
The
no, I
methods.
shouldn't be. Even though it says risk of dementia
So
decreases.
you need to talk about that at some point.
Yeah, I think so. This is the visualization.
So-
Why do we want to do bilingualism?
Well, the
You want this-
visualization too, you could be like, knowing another language reduces the rate at which your neural pathways dies.
Well,
Basically,
I
these are
just
the
started
benefits
my
of it.
story, and she did a study about dementia. So then he can talk about how she figured out the risk of dementia decreases.
Okay, you can go
Okay.
after
Yeah,
her then,
you-
Well, let's
like,
just
who
start
also-
from here. Then.
and then I'll go after
Okay.
him.
Start from
So
this
and then you
slide.
go last.
Okay.
So start with you
Okay.
from your slide.
Okay.
So we'll go you, me,
Yeah.
you,
You, me, there.
her,
And all
and
your-
then I
you.
go last.
And then I'm gonna say she did a study about how dementia,
Decreases,
bilingual decreases dementia.
and then I'll just start by
I feel like
But
you
you
shouldn't
could-
say that. She should.
He
yeah,
didn't say that.
who
yeah.
also
So just
did-
say she did her research, and then I'll be like, what she found out of that research was
Okay,
that
okay.
dementia decreases.
Okay.
So go with your
Okay.
research.
Okay.
Let's go.
So I found a story that links that how academic achievement is linked with being bilingual. Starting at the age of 11, a girl named Angela de Bruin spoke 2 languages. And she was born in the Netherlands, and she spoke Dutch at home, but she immersed and taught herself how to speak English in the classroom. So she was very into the fact of she thought it was very cool to be bilingual, so she started researching bilingualism and cognitive advantages of being bilingual. And she ended up studying linguistics and neuroscience in college. So after she graduated, she enrolled in the psychology graduate program at the University of Edinburgh to further study the link between bilingualism and cognition. And throughout many of the studies, she figured out a lot of different how bilingualism can help or hurt certain things.
And one of the main topics that she found that actually makes that I fucked it up. That bilingual. I messed it up.
You can do it, keep going.
One of the things. Yo, I don't even know how to say
One
it.
of the things
One of
that
the
she
topics.
Out of the research,
Out of the
she
research.
also found out that
Okay.
she discovered.
Out of the
She's
research,
perfect.
she discovered that the risk of dementia actually decreases by almost 6.5 years
If you're bilingual.
if you're bilingual, if you study the two languages.
Also, if you implicate being bilingual, you'll be less uneducated and realize the benefits and amazingness of learning another language, which also indirectly connects you to other cultures and history, and will become a more diverse community, shining on the characteristics of each country and culture.
It also does not hurt to learn a language. It is easier to learn at a younger age, and this has been proven. And they also have shown how it allows your brain to grow at a younger age. But there are people who learn English at like 30 years old. Like my dad, for example, came here 20 years ago. So, in this video, we also have a four-year-old who knows how to speak 7 languages.
We have to play, right?
Do we want to play?
Not really. We'll save it as a surprise.
Yeah.
Maybe she wants us to play.
So how you can do your part is you can visit countries and surround yourself in their culture and just try to speak the language as often as you can. Like when I'm in my Dell, I speak Spanish, and trying to think about things in Spanish, or like how you would say something in Spanish. And you can spend time overseas, you could study abroad, and if you educate yourself and others about the benefits, we could become a more worldly world.
Did you just take everything?
Oh wait, are we? That's the conclusion now.
And then
I thought-
Am I doing the
Oh.
conclusion?
I thought we were like separating.
So-
I had the spread
Oh, I
awareness,
thought we
educate
were
others,
doing-
and educate the benefit.
Yeah, we
yourself
can
of the benefit.
separate. We could do it separate.
I just had the
said I was
education.
taking the conclusion.
well, because then I gotta okay.
You also he starts that slide.
Okay.
That slide, but
Yeah,
this
you
slide.
have-
You had the transition,
I'm
and
That's
you
what I
started.
thought.
Yeah,
I'm
so,
sorry.
No, it's okay. We were jumping.
So are
Okay.
we doing?
I'd say we just give it to one person.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I feel like it'd be cool if we keep bouncing because we've been bouncing
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
all right. So just start from the slide again.
I think yours
So-
is
Because I
good.
thought this
This is
transition was.
Surround
I thought this
yourself
was the
with other
whole
languages.
conclusion for like the.
No, that's the transition to this.
Okay.
Yeah.
After the video.
Okay.
So on your thing right after the video.
After the. Oh yeah. I gotta fix the visualization
So
part
that's
too.
after the video.
After the video.
So you
Okay.
have the surround
Surround
yourself
yourself
with
with
language.
other languages.
Did you do the study abroad and spend more into? I think that was yours too.
Yeah,
Alright.
probably. I don't know.
You
It like
wanna
doesn't
say
matter.
All right.
Because I had the
Let's
education.
just start. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get it done. You're not even in.
Okay, repeat for you.
There we go. All right. Through this ideal outcome, you can contribute to the solution of helping this multi-language community by following these methods.
One of the ways that you can do this is through surrounding yourself with the language. Like in my Dell, I'll say things in Spanish, even though no one understands it, or I'll try to think in Spanish.
You can also spread awareness and educate others and educate yourself of what the benefits of being bilingual and the historical context of it.
And you can also study abroad or even go overseas and just immerse yourself in all the different languages and cultures.
Perfect. Yeah. I think that's good.
And then we have
Questions?
any questions?
Questions, anybody?
Anybody have questions? No?
No.
No?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for watching.